Charles Smith, also known as Chaz, and I'm one of the volunteers at Oregon Electrical Vehicle Association. This is my 2019 Chevrolet Bolt EV. This is the second Bolt that I owned. The first one was leased in November of 2017. Before that, I had a Nissan Leaf that was near and dear to my heart. Her name was Lucy, and I still keep track of her here and there. And so I got the EV bug back in 2013. They had a lease deal that was too good to say no to as a tryout for a commuter car for me. I was driving about 50 miles a day on a commute. That car saved me all sorts of money, and I like driving electric so much I just wanted to drive more. So Chevrolet Bolt has a rating of 238 miles at these years. The current one is 259, so they've improved that a little bit. And I find that that meets my needs for all my commuting, as well as trips in the kind of northwest. I've driven it as far as Victoria, Canada, down to Coos Bay. You go about 200-ish miles, and then you can quick charge it and go farther. Okay, this is where the charging port on the Bolt. It's on the driver's side, front left fender, and on a Bolt they don't lock. You just push it and it comes open. One of the things, if you're looking at a Bolt, particularly like if you're looking at a used one or a new one, and you want to be able to quick charge it for trips, you want to see this orange flap thing, to use a technical term, that access the DC charger. I was talking about the charging port and how the DC charging is this lower flap here. That is an option. When it's new, it's a $750 option. So if you want to be able to quick charge, if you see one that's just black with no flap, then that's not one that you want to buy. So this car comes with a part of a safety package that I might have mentioned, and most of the Premiers have this safety package. I can't say if it's guaranteed. If you have the other model, which is the LT, which is a little bit cheaper, you may have this as an optional package. They call it a driver confidence package. I believe it's a safety picture. It has the blind spot indicators in your mirror. It also has sensors in the back, and those sensors will tell you if you're getting close to hitting something. One of the parts that amazes me is it can see at like a fisheye angle way farther than you can. You can be parked next to other cars and start to back up. It'll sense that somebody was coming. It also will give a sense if there's a pedestrian coming. So I think these are great safety improvements that we're going to see more and more of. You have the trunk space that you have with the Bolt. It's not the biggest, it's not the smallest, and this is a little bit misleading because this particular one has a false floor. But for your typical run of the grocery store, it works fine. These seats fold up. Show that. Maybe if I open the door even. Like a moving shot maybe?
Yeah. And those lay like completely flat, and that other one comes down as well, correct?
Yes, and that gives you, for your Costco run that you didn't know you're going to buy this big box thing, and if it's just you and a friend, you can get fairly large stuff that you wouldn't imagine would fit in here. So when you put it in reverse, you automatically get the reverse camera. This model, being the Premier, has this surround camera, so not all Bolts have that, which is useful when you're parking, especially in a city environment. It uses cameras that are on the mirrors on the front and the back, and this is a projection of what your car would look like from a bird's eye view. It's kind of a neat feature. Just having a nice big rear view camera is also pretty nice, and I think I can switch it.
So just in case you're pulling out of a really packed parking lot, you need to know if you're in a little. That's the front camera.
Talk a little bit around.
That's the back camera.
So
you can see where the lines go. Where's that little yellow thing? It just lets you know you might be.
It lets you know I'm a little bit close, and the arrow will have a direction. So if I was like way to the side, it'll point left. And when it starts yellow, you start to get a little bit concerned. When it goes to red, which it'll do right there, That's when you're like within 2 feet.
Gotcha.
All right, thanks for watching my video. Charge on.